It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along.
Touchdown! George Kittle from 8 yards out. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Off the play fake, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Open man downfield is Hilton.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott now. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Moore. And good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
These two teams all tied after one. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Purdy now to throw off the play action. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Steps away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders though and paid off the big-time gamble.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Purdy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Trying to lay one up deep. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw, Purdy. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run left with Pollard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Diabador Lenore up to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Marr able to put this one through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Marr now to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And down he'll go at the 25.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd and 9, Purdy. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, you've been all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage in play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The kick by Gold is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Here's Dak. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Dak. That is caught by Lamb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. To throw, Prescott. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point inside the goal. We may very well be headed to overtime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing. And this is going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Well, they had one final chance on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone.